Hi, I wanted to share an anti-bullying message with everybody because I feel that we live in a bully culture where bullies get away with bullying often. When I was in elementary school, I wasn't bullied. I was usually the one defending people who were being bullied. When I was in high school, I really just kind of stuck to the books. I had maybe like two best friends that were girls, one best friend that was a boy. Um, I had friends. I got along with people, but I kept to myself. I wasn't a troublemaker. I was a little bit more on the quiet side, and I focused on study. I was a good student. I graduated with a 4.1 because I dedicated myself to books, to studying. Um, I don't feel like I was bullied in high school either. Um, because I tried to be kind to everyone and treat everyone the same. And that's something that hasn't left who I am as a person. And I tried to instill that in my children. But I want to talk to you about bullying. And I want to talk to you about trauma and how certain actions or reactions come because of what we've experienced in our lives. And I'm making this kid friendly, because I'm going to read you an anti bullying book that I love reading to my daughters, especially those times where somebody makes a ugly comment to us or somebody's being mean and it makes my daughter cry. I love reading Superman Stands Up. Okay? And I'll read it to you in a bit. So, a few years ago, something bad happened to the three of us, me and my daughters, and we were attacked in an apartment that we lived in. And I'm not going to go into detail because, again, I want this to be kid friendly. And when someone's constantly attacked, either physically by a bully or verbally by a bully, your amygdala, it's a part of the brain, gets triggered. And you go into flight, freeze, or fight mode. And after that really bad trauma, I was in freeze mode. I wasn't really talking. I wasn't really responding. And neither was my daughter, Belina. She was only 3. We went into freeze mode. We were very quiet, but we stayed together. And then we went into flee mode. We moved to Florida to escape the bullies, the people that were harassing us, that were targeting us. And we moved from place to place for a while for safety. And then we came back home and the bullying didn't stop. So now I'm in fight mode, which is I want to defend myself and I want to defend my children. And kids who are bullied get angry. And it's okay to feel angry. Kids who are bullied want to fight back. And it's okay to defend yourself. That's something that I taught both of my daughters is never be the bully. Don't be the one that starts the fights. Don't be the mean girl. But you have a right to fight the mean girls. And you have a right to self-defense and to protect yourself, because if you don't, then you're not valuing who you are. I think part of our problem here has been that we were attacked years ago and we've had to endure that trauma for many years. But we haven't been able to forget it because of the bullies. And the bullying started, I don't remember if it started when I started Help You Help Me, right? Kind of like I wanted to do like a self-help channel for families and children. It's not something that I continued. We started doing Mama and Her Baby Foodies, and my daughters and I were doing food tasting for a while. And we have really had fun with those episodes. Let me tell you, it was really fun for us. But then we started getting people putting us down. They started discouraging my daughters from doing it Oh, you're ugly. Oh, you're getting fat. Oh, you eat too much. Oh, they call me fat too. Oh, too bad you got fat. Oh, you eat too much. So people started being mean. Then Evangeline got discouraged and she didn't want to do it anymore because people were being mean. Then I started Esmeralda's Kitchen for fun because I cook a lot. And again, people started being mean and harassing us and telling me that's why she's fat and saying negative things in front of my children. And so again, my children aren't in danger with me, but we're being bullied because we want to have some sort of show, like some sort of family show, which is not illegal and not wrong. We want to be an inspiration to others. But I do feel that it impacts my children when you hear a lot of negativity. That's exactly why I put a lot of music on and dance and read with my kids and encourage their imagination. And we do a lot of art. And we did our positive mantras at the beginning of the year. And I love when Belina gets on the top of the couch and she goes, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm capable. And she starts singing. And it's something that I taught her with her positive mantra that we did up there. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe I should walk you over for a second. These are the positive mantras here. So Belina's was, I'm strong, I'm smart, I'm beautiful. And I wrote, I'm strong in my mind, in my heart, in my speech, and as myself. And Evangeline wrote some kind of comebacks for the bullies. I rule and I feel powerful, and what they say isn't true because they are fools. I love me, myself, and I. I'm loved. I'm so cool. Always be your best self. So see, sometimes you need to fight the bully by being your best self. But it's also okay to fight back, especially when they're being really mean and when they're hurting you physically or they're trying to hurt your mind and your self-esteem. Now, I'm an adult, right? I'm a big girl. I have a lot of self-confidence as it is. I don't have to wear makeup. It doesn't matter to me if I gain weight. I just want to be healthy for my children and enjoy my life. And my children are my joy. And Belina's more like me. She's a fighter. You know, if somebody says something mean to her, she'll be like, what? You glitches? Why are you being witches? And I'm not saying to say mean things back. But when somebody is bullying you and poking at you over and over and over and over, you're going to shoot something mean back sometimes. You're going to say things that you are going to be hurtful back because this person keeps hurting you over and over and over again. Now, I try to encourage my daughters to be mentally strong, right? Something, I don't know if it's because I was a therapist for 6 years. I don't know if it's because I've had the worst experiences in the last 5 years, but have overcome it and never give up. That I'm very mentally strong. And very emotionally strong. But I'm not as physically strong as I was because I'm a mommy. I'm a little old. I'm 41. And I have something called myalgia, which means my muscles hurt a little bit more than other people's. But I'm still okay. When I feel well, I love to sing and dance. And when my body hurts, I tend not to. Now, I like to practice something called mind over matter, right? You have to tell yourself you're strong. You have to tell yourself you're powerful. You have to tell yourself you're beautiful. Because there are going to be mean people out there. They're always trying to knock you down. And since I started trying to be a YouTuber, which is essentially it, people started being really mean and trying to defame me. I don't know if it's for their own gain. I don't know if it's out of jealousy. That's what I tell my daughter. When someone spends so much of their time being a bully, there is something special in you that that person envies. There's something special in you that they wish they had and they don't. The bully's energy, if they spend as much time in trying to do something positive than bullying, they would be great at something. But most bullies aren't because they spend most of their time being bullies instead of trying to do something positive with their lives. And then they get jealous of those who are doing something positive with their lives. And it results in this. So I'm going to go ahead and I just want to reach out to any of you in school, any of you who are being bullied, any of you who are being told mean names. Don't hurt yourselves. It's not worth it. You need to love yourself, okay? Love yourself as much as you love your mommy and daddy, because it isn't worth it. If you can't love yourself, then you can't share all those beautiful qualities of yourself with others, right? They won't be able to know, like, wow, that person's so great at art, or that person's such a great writer, or wow, he's such a great basketball player. Everybody has strengths and talents. We're not always going to be perfect at everything. But instead of using your negative energy to bully people, why not use your positive energy to be the best that you can be at what you like? Whether it be basketball or writing or playing Minecraft, whatever it might be. So I'm going to go ahead and read this book called Super Manny Stands Up. For you and Evangeline Bellina, I love you so much. I know we've had to endure a lot of bullying together, but I really do feel that together we are stronger. And we've always said that together we're stronger. And every night when we pray, we say, so that we'll be together forever, no matter what. And that's still my prayer for us. Okay, babies? So here is Super Manny Stands Up, written by Kelly DePuccio, illustrated by Stephanie Grajan. There he is on his super strong chair. Every day, Manny put on a different cape after school. He has a really cool collection of capes right here. When he wore his blue cape, he saved the world from an ocean of unsavory sea creatures. I am fearless, he said. There he is. Look at those blue sea creatures. And he wears his blue cape and says, I am fearless. In his red cape, Manny battled an angry army of zombie bears. Roar! I am strong. See all those angry red bears? He feels powerful. Roar! I am strong. Let's try that again. Roar! I am strong. He soared through the skies in his yellow cape and single-handedly brought down the evil cloud monsters. I am brave. Look at those yellow monsters. When legions of alien robots with laser beam eyes invaded, Manny tirelessly fought them off in his purple cape. I am powerful. The green cape usually meant Manny was taking on the forest giants, defeating them one at a time. I am invincible. Look at those forest giants. They're large, but he's invincible. Those bullies can't get to him. Traveling to the far reaches of the galaxy to fight crime and injustice wasn't easy. But that's what superheroes do. I am Superman. Manny always saved his top secret undercover cape for school. There he is going to school. The invisible cape. With it, he battled mutant monkeys. He stopped fiery comets heading straight for Earth. Mutant monkeys and fiery comets. He faced down giant squids with long tentacles and red eyes. Manny looked past his lunch to see where the loud voice was coming from because he heard someone say, "I said move." Here comes the bully. Tall one was towering over small one and laughing, as bullies usually do when they're being mean. "Move, little weirdo," he said. Small one seemed to get even smaller. Manny watched as Tall One continued his laughing and teasing. Ha ha ha! He felt frozen, glued to his seat. So he said nothing. He did nothing. Until he remembered his invisible cape. Manny stood up, and then he did the bravest, most courageous, kindest thing he ever could have done. He said, "Stop it." There's Manny, bravely saying, "Stop it." Tall One moved in closer. "What did you say?" Manny saw a storm of evil cloud monsters swirling around Tall One's head. But he had stared into the eyes of zombie bears, unsavory sea creatures, and forest giants before, so he didn't back down. There's the bully. He reminded himself, "I am fearless. I am strong. I am brave. I am powerful. I am invincible." Say it again. He reminded himself, "I am fearless. I am strong. I am brave. I am powerful. I am invincible." "I said stop it," he repeated. A little louder this time. "You're being mean." There he is. He's telling the bully he's being mean. At that moment, everyone around him remembered they too were heroes, with their own invisible capes. "Stop it! Cut it out! Hey, stop it! Stop that! Don't do that! Quit it! Stop it! That's not nice! Yeah, stop it! Stop it!" Look at that. Everyone in the lunchroom backed up Manny. All it takes is one strong warrior to say, "Stop! This is wrong." And then everyone else chimed in. How can change happen if we don't say what's wrong? How can change happen if we don't use our words to ask for help? How can change happen if we don't say stop? Tall One scowled, and then, just like the legions of alien robots with laser beam eyes, he retreated. Mission accomplished. He walked away angry. But Manny and all his trusty sidekicks, because they all supported him, made that bully go away. at least for today, right? Small one was very grateful for the backup. Manny was grateful too. Look at their small one thanking him with a cookie. Because every superhero needs a sidekick. Ooh, Manny has a sidekick now. See that? And she has a superhero cake too. And they're fighting all kinds of monsters. Because they're fearless and strong and brave and invincible. So that's something I wanted to share. It's an experience that I've had that didn't really start. It's funny because I was never bullied until I was in my 30s, which is very bizarre. Most people don't start getting bullied in their 30s, but that is when I started trying to become a YouTuber. And I think I'm a very smart and articulate woman. I think I have a lot of skill sets. And it was really just to share resources like this book, Superman Stands Up by Kelly DiPuccio. And it was really just to share knowledge and awareness. Because if we don't speak, how can change happen? Now, I practice every day my power of speech when I post publicly. I practice every day my power of press when I write what I'm thinking or feeling. It isn't against the law to voice your opinion, and it isn't against the law to write what you think. Okay? So I am trying to stop the bullies in every sense of the word. So for all of you who have been bullied, are being bullied, don't give up. I know that it's hard. And unfortunately, many people have hurt themselves because of it. But don't hurt yourselves. Fight back. Because you matter. And you matter to me. And if you're being bullied, I'll give you a hug. Okay? Sounds good? Just say, hey, I need a hug. And now know that. Just like when my daughters need a hug, they come to mommy. All right? Sometimes we just need to reach out. Have a great day. And let's stop the bullies.